Concerning Moab, thus says the Lord of hosts, God of Israel: Woe to Nebo, for it is laid waste. Kiriathaim is put to shame, it is taken. The fortress is put to shame and broken down. The renown of Moab is no more. In Heshbon they plan disaster against her. Come, let us cut her off from being a nation. You also, O madman, shall be brought to just silence. The sword shall pursue you. A voice, a cry from Horonaim, desolation and great destruction. Moab is destroyed. Her little one will have made a cry. For at the ascent of Luhith they go up weeping. For at the descent of Horonaim they have heard the distress cry of destruction. Flee, save yourselves. You will be like a juniper in the desert. For because you trusted in your works and your treasures, you shall be taken. And Chemosh shall go into exile with his priests and his officials. The destroyer shall come upon every city, and no city shall escape. The valley shall perish, and the plain shall be destroyed, as the Lord has spoken. Give wings to Moab, for she would fly away. Her cities shall become a desolation, with no inhabitants in them. Cursed is he who does the work of the Lord with slackness, and cursed is he who keeps back his sword from bloodshed. Moab has been at ease from his youth, and has settled on his dregs. He has not been emptied from vessel to vessel, nor has he gone into exile. So his tastes remain in him, and his scent has not changed. Therefore, behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I shall send to him pourers who will pour him and empty his vessels and break his jars in pieces. Then Moab shall be ashamed of Chemosh, as the house of Israel was ashamed of Bethel, their confidence. How do you say, we are heroes and mighty men of war? The destroyer of Moab and his cities has come, and the choicest of his young men have gone down to slaughter, declares the King, whose name is the Lord of hosts. The calamity of Moab is near at hand, and his affliction hastens swiftly. Grieve for him, all who are around him, and all who know his name, and how the mighty scepter is broken, and the glorious staff. Come down from your glory, and sit on the parched ground, O inhabitants of Dibon, for the destroyer of Moab has come up against you. He has destroyed your strongholds. Stand by the way and watch, O inhabitants of Eror. Ask him who flees with her and who escapes, and says, What has happened? Moab is put to shame, for it is broken. Wail and cry. Tell it beside the Arnon that Moab is laid waste. Judgment has come upon the tableland, upon Holon and Janazar and Methpah and Dibon and Nebo and Beth Diadam and Kirathaim and Beth Gamul and Beth Meon and Kerioth and Bozrah and all the cities of the land of Moab, far and near. Horn of Moab is cut off, and his arm is broken, declares the Lord. Make him drunk, because he magnified himself against the Lord, so that Moab shall wallow in his vomit, and he shall be held in derision. Was not Israel a derision to you? Was he found amongst thieves, that whatever you spoke of him, you wagged your head? Leave the cities and dwell in the rock, O inhabitants of Moab. Be like the dove that nests in the sides of the mouth of a gorge. We have heard of the pride of Moab. He is very proud, of his loftiness, his pride, and his arrogance, and the haughtiness of his heart. I know his insolence, declares the Lord. His boasts are false, his deeds are false. Therefore I wail for Moab. I cry out for Moab, for the men of Kiriath Harseth. I mourn. More than for Jazer, I weep for you, O vine of Sibhah. Your branches passed over the sea, reached to the sea of Jazer. On your summer fruits and on your grapes, the destroyer has fallen. Gladness and joy has been taken away from the fruitful land of Moab. I have made the wine cease from the winepress. No one treads them with the shouts of joy. The shouting is not the shout of joy. For the outcry at Heshbon, even to Eliah, as far as Jahaz, they utter their voice. From Zoar to Horaim and Elgath Lishaya, for the waters of Nimrin also have become desolate. And I will bring an end in Moab, declares the Lord, him who offers sacrifice in the high place and makes offerings to his God. Therefore my heart moans for Moab like a flute, and my heart moans like a flute for the men of Kirhareseth. Therefore the riches they gained have perished, for every head is shaved, and every beard cut off, and all the hands are the ashes, and around the waist is sackcloth. On all the housetops of Moab and in the squares there is nothing but lamentation. For I have broken Moab like a vessel for which no one cares, declares the Lord. How is it broken? How will they wail? How Moab has turned his back in shame. So Moab has become a derision and a horror to all that are around him. But thus says the Lord, behold, one shall fly swiftly like an eagle, and spread his wings against Moab. The city shall be taken, and the stronghold seized. The heart of the warriors of Moab shall be in that day, for the heart of a woman is her birth pains. Moab shall be destroyed and be no longer people, because he magnified himself against the Lord. Terror, pit, and snare are before you, O inhabitants of Moab, declares the Lord. He who flees from the terror shall fall into the pit, and he who climbs out of the pit shall be caught in the snare. For I will bring these things upon Moab the year of their punishment, declares the Lord. In the shadow of Heshbon, fugitives stopped without strength, for fire came out of Heshbon, flame from the house of Sihon. It was destroyed the forehead of Moab, the crown of the sons of tumult. Woe to you, O Moab! The people of Chemosh are undone, for your sons have been taken captive, and your daughters into captivity. Yet I will restore the fortunes of Moab in the latter days, declares the Lord. Thus far is the judgment on Moab. Jeremiah chapter 48.